Good morning, everybody. I have completed my stock take and I need to clear this all out so I can pick today's orders. But yes, everything you see here, I have cleansed from my store. These are items that I have picked over the last 2-ish years that have sat in our store and not sold and are just not worth it. So we're saying goodbye to all of this junk. Plus, I did find these 4 items worth money but weren't listed on our store. So I need to retake photos. eBay had just deleted them and I don't know why. So now I've got to retake the photos and relist these bad boys, but especially this one. This was a relatively new listing, so I don't know why this one magically wasn't on there anymore. But oh well, at least it can add to my listing total for this week. And then these are some books, the Del Toro Quest series 2 complete bundle. I've just wrapped them up because we had a few lots of those. They went on to sell. For some reason that lot didn't, and the whole listing is just gone. So I'm going to quickly clean up and then we'll get into what has sold. So that was over 150 listings that we have now cleansed from our store. It has meant that we've now got about 5 tubs free. You can see we've got shelves free. Our bookcase is a lot less cluttered. So what we're going to do with all of that stuff is, once Whatnot finally opens up outside of the trading cards and collectibles space, we're hopefully going to be able to get on it. We've already got a shelf full of gaming stuff that we'd love to put on Whatnot, but we'll also go through all of that stuff and see if anything is even worth including in a Whatnot show. Otherwise, we will donate and give away for free to people just to help move it, because I don't want to just throw it out because it's still good stuff. It's just not stuff that's worth us selling for the prices that we need it to sell for. But I'm glad it's done. It also has meant that this weekend we've had quite a few sales come through, and I definitely believe it's because we have done the massive stock take, because we've been editing and tweaking listings. We've just always seen this every year when we do this, that we just start to get a lot more sales come through. So I'll take you through from lowest to highest what sold this weekend. First up, Sega game. You would have seen a very similar one sell last weekend. So we actually had 3 versions of Ecco the Dolphin in our store. This one has gone on to sell for $25 plus postage. Next up, we do have a bit of a multi-quantity order. I think the total would probably equal a bit higher than some of the other items, but because eBay has done this new thing now that I think they're trialing and testing it, that if you send an offer and the person accepts it, it's an automatic payment. It no longer sits in the pending payment, and vice versa. If we accept an offer that has been sent to us, same thing happens. It doesn't go sitting into the waiting payment section. It goes straight through to pay and post. Only downside of that is if someone's sending you multiple offers and you're sort of wheeling and dealing across a few items, which is what happened here, they have now paid for each individual item plus postage. So what we'll do is obviously pull all the items, pack them together, and then reimburse whatever remaining shipping is, because they don't need to pay 3 lots of shipping. So there's obviously the benefit of it and the downside of it. I mean, I'm fan of it. I hate when things are sitting there pending payment, so hopefully this will help eliminate that, and I'd much rather just refund people based on the updated shipping costs. But what has sold? First up we have, I mean, you can't see this, but it's a thimble. It's a little thimble that has gone on to sell for $18.50. Then we have this very cute little teacup and saucer set. It's a nice little, I think it's called like an eggshell green or something. I don't know, but it's very, very cute. And that went on to sell for $23.75. And then the other item is again, you can't really see them. They're 3 little kangaroo medallions. They're probably like that big. 3 different colours, and they went on to sell for $65 plus postage. This is all going to the same person, so very happy with that. That's over $100 in Wedgwood. This one sold within 24 hours of listing, and we actually got it for free off Marketplace when we got a whole bunch of golf clubs, golf bags, and additional golf balls. This one was sealed, so I decided to list it up on eBay. The golf clubs we normally leave to Facebook Marketplace. These ones went on to sell for $35 plus $9.90 postage. I didn't know that they were so high in demand to sell so quickly, but yay. Another Sega game. This one's a classic. Who doesn't love good old Sonic? He has gone on to sell for $39.99 plus $9.90 postage. Another model plane has gone on to sell. This one, oh, is this one. $51 plus postage for this. We've definitely now made our money back on this one alone because we had spent $35, I believe, for all of them. So kind of cool because we had no idea about this, but I'm glad to see that these sales are slowly starting to trickle on through. As I've always said to you guys, and I think we've somewhat proven this time and time again, if your console doesn't work, bundle it up and sell it for parts. We managed to sell this Xbox 360, this Xbox One, but the digital version because it doesn't have a CD slot, and the original Xbox that you guys might recall from our large gaming bundle buy. These three consoles didn't work, so I made a little nice Xbox bundle and they have gone on to sell for $60 plus. I think we did the highest postage that we do, which is like $22 postage. As I said, people love this for parts, for maybe they can fix it themselves. These things are a bit past my skill level, but it's always good because rather than just having to probably pay at the dump for e-waste, we have now made some money on these, and that can go towards our gaming bundle buy money that we're trying to bring back. So always, always, always put up broken consoles on eBay because you will get some money for them. Our second highest sale of the weekend is, if you have a cheeky peek in there, a nice fat PS2 console bundle with cables, controller, and some games, all tested and working. This bad boy went on to sell for $159.99 plus $9.50 postage. This one we actually, I'm pretty sure, had listed a few months ago, but because I changed what tub it's in, I did a sneaky little tweak of the listing because as I was doing my cull and clean out, I was also combining tubs and condensing them to make obviously more space in other tubs. Now it's gone on to sell for the full asking price, so very, very happy about that one. I do have a few more bundles that I need to list as well, but it's good to see that they do still sell for a pretty penny. And our number one sale for the weekend. And again, this comes in the form of broken parts only. This is a massive camera bundle lot. It has digital and film cameras in it, plus a whole bunch of cables, like cases as well. It has some real goodies in here. So a lot of these ones, like you guys would know, we always keep an eye out for these sorts of digital cameras. Nikon Coolpix, I'm pretty sure there were 3 Coolpixes in this bundle. I've sold them all as is, untested, because unfortunately along our travels we have not managed to find the correct chargers for these, so we just haven't been able to test them. And I was getting frustrated looking at our death pile, looking at this massive tub of cameras that we have there that just constantly have not been able to test and list, and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Let's give someone a really good deal. This massive bundle of 9 cameras has gone on to sell within an hour of it being listed for $200 plus postage. I mean, that is literally $200 that we have had sitting there for months because I haven't been able to do it. Yes, this one camera alone is probably worth like $200 or $150 at least. But if we don't have the capabilities of testing them, it is just sitting there. So I am so much more happier to have gotten rid of all of this in one go. I probably could have listed a bit higher because it sold so fast. But hey, money is good money, and that is our highest sale for the weekend. I forgot to mention, we did have another sale this weekend, actually two. One was on Facebook Marketplace. It was a nice set of Mizuno clubs that we managed to sell for $500. The guy picked it up Friday afternoon. And the other one was a bit of an interesting one. So we sold this, it's called Doodad from the Hooly Doolies. If you're Australian, you've probably seen it. It's the big purple looking koala thing. I found a plush of it at an op shop forever ago, paid $1 for it. And I listed it up on eBay and it went on to sell pretty much instantly, which was fantastic. But I had the buyer message me being like, hey, can you make sure that this is tracked postage? I'm happy to pay extra. They did pay for postage, but I think because it says standard delivery, they weren't sure if that actually included the postage or not. And because they messaged me, I had a quick look to see where their address was. And it turns out they were literally like 2 suburbs over. So I messaged them and said, hey, I'm out and about on Saturday morning. Do you just want me to drop it to you so you can have it straight away? And they were like, oh my God, yes, that would be amazing. So I did end up dropping that one off. We kept the postage charge because I still did wrap it and I did have to drive there. So there was a cost to us in terms of postage, but she was super thankful and happy that she was able to get it literally the next day. So that one went on to sell for, I believe, $75 and then the additional postage charge. So not too shabby of a weekend. I can't tell you how good it feels to have a clean store, plus things a lot more condensed, things make more sense. I'm excited just to have a refresh. It's gotten over its cold as a store. I've gotten over mainly my cold from last week. The only thing that we really need to do now is finish going through the marketplace listings that we have, because there's some stuff there that I definitely need to just completely get rid of. Also in our pile, there might be some things that I'll pop up on Marketplace to sell in the future. It feels good and I would recommend it, guys. As I showed you at the beginning, I have 4 items that weren't listed at all, so I'm going to definitely pop those up this week. But it's just always a really good habit to have, to make sure that you're checking, because as I said, like, I've wasted so much space with inventory that just wasn't worth it, or stuff that wasn't listed, so there's no way in hell it was ever going to sell. Guys, make sure you stay on top of your stores, no matter how big or small. When we only had, I think, like a few tubs on the floor, I did a stock take and it was helpful. Also skewing, massively a big thing, because there were things in tubs that were in the wrong tubs. So when they sell, I wouldn't have been able to find it. Now everything is properly skewed, in its right tub, in its right place, and hopefully now it will go on to sell for some great money. Let us know what massive sales you had this weekend, if any really good shout outs, or if you guys have done a stock take of your own and have seen a pickup in sales on your store. As per always, we'll see you on the next one. Bye!